I saw you talking with Rukia. It's nice of you to help him, though I don't want to get my hopes up. I mean, the Promised Land... How could it be true? It's just that sometimes Rukia seems so certain. And then you show up, just like the Upworld savior from the legends. If Rukiel's right, this could be a whole new life for the village. No more Rakghoul attacks, no more starvation. I shouldn't get my hopes up. Not yet. But I will wish you good luck, on behalf of the entire village. The Rakghouls are increasing in number. We cannot even venture beyond the gates for food without being attacked.
Hey there, Upworlder. You want to see what I got for sale in my inventory? It ain't the...
Welcome back, Upworlder. How goes your quest? Have you found the... It is many decades since my father set out on his journey. But I remember he was... I wish you luck in your quest, Upworlder. The future survival of this village, of my...
Do you have the cure, Upworlder? Have you come to save us from the horror? Go then, Upworlder. Leave us here to die, abandoned by everyone.
Welcome back. Can it be true? Is it possible that at long last, the dream of my father and grandfather before him will be fulfilled? I can hardly bear to look. Yes, of course. Now I understand. It all makes sense. Now I see why the Promised Land has been so hard to find. It is so obvious. You have done a great thing, Upworlder. A selfless act that will bring great joy to all the people of this village. I must take this to Gendar right away.
Rukiel, what do you want now? Have you more fables of a hidden paradise just waiting for us to find it?
You may not think these are fables after you see what I have brought you, Gendar. Look at these journals.
What? No, it can't be. Are these real, Rukiel? Is this information accurate?
I swear to you, everything in these journals is true, Gendar. The Promised Land. I told you I would find it.
The entrance is far from here, Rukiel. It will take us weeks to get there, perhaps even months. And we will have to cross many Rakghoul-infested areas.
I do not deny the journey will be hard, Gendar. But surely it is better than the miserable life we have here.
Wise words, Rukiel. Our supplies are high right now. We could leave by nightfall. I will tell the others to prepare for the journey.
Thank you once again, Upworlder. I will say a final goodbye. For where we are going, I fear you cannot come. The journey to the Promised Land is long and arduous. We must part ways here, Upworlder. I sense your destiny is yet to be chosen, but the destiny of my people is at the end of the long journey ahead of us.
Hey there, what can I do for you? I don't want to talk about Griff and Lena. Just the thought of that space tramp makes my blood boil. Subject's closed as far as I'm concerned. If I'm gonna be any help to you, I can't be worrying about my brother running off with some intergalactic skank. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah?
Yes?
Hey, I know you. You're the mysterious stranger, right? Everybody's saying you're gonna fight Bendix Starkiller in an illegal death match. You know, Bendix never lost a match in his life, right? You need to take a look at my weapons and armor. Because of the Sith
Don't bother me.
Jipidawa tabura tuana abuk serca. Cuba ucang yon turun ciweta. Ola unna cinne. Unirana no prata tunkyo serca toma toma. Kalawi pamulji kumana kinkon shashike. Kibeduana ni bobo. Tung shanungang. Muchitito aki jijaku. Aku cik. Jipidau ucang.
Tuniran. Kibeduanani bobo. Tungnamun shanunjang. Muchititoaki jijaku. Tawan narota ayot tago. Kankidobanai mechus kochis kanai.
Ladies and gentlemen, come with me now on a journey to the savage days of years gone by, to a time when 2 combatants entered the arena and only 1 came out alive. They're illegal. They're banned. They've been outlawed for nearly 10 years, but we've got one for you tonight. A good old-fashioned death match. In this corner, a living legend. A man whose very name would make his opponents shake in their boots. If any of them were still alive. Out of retirement for one last battle, Bendik Starkiller! And who would be crazy enough to step into the ring with such a lethal legend? Who would be mad enough to face almost certain death merely for your enjoyment? Ladies and gentlemen, feast your wondering eyes on the mysterious stranger. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Let the death match begin! Bendak is down! It's over! It's over! The fight is over! Bendak Starkiller is down! Bendak Starkiller is dead! All hail the mysterious stranger! The greatest duelist to ever grace the rings of Terrace!
Congratulations, stranger. I never thought anyone would beat Starkiller. Did you know it was because of him that I became a duelist in the first place? As a little girl, I used to dream of meeting him one day. When I finally did, the guy was a complete slime ball. Made me realize I had to be cold and ruthless to survive. Like him. And now, he's dead. There's probably a lesson in there somewhere. Something for me to think about, at least. Congratulations again, stranger. And goodbye.
Bendak Starkiller. Jiti Manumak. Bendak Nilut. Tapi Chayu Bong. Jiskapula. Chumbola. Watagratu. Kava tumpa kurpi ya mokapata. Chiskami cho. Patisaka tunta shok. Una turungkila.
Pretty soon, the more well-known you are, the more chance the Sith will take an interest in you. And nobody wants that kind of attention.
Hey, look who's back! The mysterious stranger. You know, I had a front row seat when you gunned down Bendick Starkiller. Best duel I've ever seen. If times weren't so tough, I'd give you a discount, seeing as how you're a big celebrity and all. But with the Sith occupation, I can barely afford to keep the doors open. Good day to you, then. Remember to come back to my shop if you ever need any supplies.
Welcome back. Are you in need of healing, or...? It will just take me a moment while I examine your injuries, and then I'll administer the proper treatment.
Ako Chikopa. Chino Molera King Pajak. Tomba Toras Mactelia. Chioka Kol Molera. King Konjo Peshak. Nova Moleraji. Cherion Torang Chi. Chibeduanani Bobo. Kavadum. Kachichon Naisa Odunga. Taukum Justakmi. Chibeduanani Bobo. Tung. Kavadumpa Kurpiya Mokapapa. Chiskani. Tawan Narota Ayot Tagua Kankido.
Yes?
Ready?
Huh?
What?
Aku Jibedua. Tawis manawis. Tongjonia hakonong. Mulera. Kavatu. Lutsang yon turun jiwefa. Wala na chinne. Jibedua nani bobo. Tong namu.
Go in and speak to Gaddon if you want. Just remember to...
You can speak to Gaddon if you want, but I've got my eye on you.
You have returned. You have the prototype swoop engine accelerator with you? I was beginning to wonder if you would make it. The race is tomorrow, and my mechanics need time to install the prototype into the swoop engine of our bike. Don't worry. I'm a man of my word. I promised you could ride in the swoop race under the Hidden Beck banner, and I'm still going to let you do that. And I'm even going to go one better. I'm going to let you ride the swoop bike with the prototype accelerator installed on it. Without it, you won't stand a chance.
Gaddon, you can't be serious. We need one of our best riders on that bike. We can't let some rookie take the prototype engine into the...
I have to be honest with you. There's a reason I'm letting you take the prototype engine. The accelerator is unstable. There's a good chance it could explode during the race. I can't ask one of my own riders to take the risk. They'll be running unmodified swoops in the race. You'll be the only one using the prototype. If you can complete the track before the accelerator overheats, then you'll win for the Becks. If you die, then one of my other riders could still come through for me. You don't get to be leader of a swoop gang if you don't know how to work all the angles. You can stay here tonight. The mechanics need time to install the accelerator on the engine, so you won't be able to practice your riding. But I've got good instincts, and you have the look of a racer about you. Just try to relax, and in the morning we'll take you to the swoop track.
She offered to. She enjoyed it out. And Rashi goes to the truth black fandigo gelfa. Oisidan gelfa vanino gan gelfa. Tuoda. To the truth black fandigo gelfa. Oi bundasta shelfa. Ufta gel please. Here. Tuoda. To the truth black fandigo gelfa. Oisidan gelfa vanino. Ufta gel please. Bundasta shelfa. Papuelta. Where bunda colo to Stefan Rebut. Papuelta. Tuoda. Elmotun. Tuoda. To the truth black fandigo gelfa. Ufta gel please. Bundasta shelfa. Papuel. She offered to. She enjoyed it out.
ken chopa chawi tikchok twis yun kun. Watu yama kama wuna henak nek. Shagji kina lorcha watamwana. Kin kun shishikin nik.
Uhdasta sieltä. Uhdasta kehun tuslapaan nivukelvaa.
Takum just Miki grabul moko. Kachichu ita bodunga.
Tolkuyami juskuna chitanai. Inak jawana bota ayuata honga chakanki dora. Kachiku ita hodonga. Topada bungwalia gando do nano chuchut tiska du suki kumpa nabona naikachu. Tuinkotu. Topada bungwalia gando nago chuchut. Kabachi kui. Ubabatu konchi.
Tuslapaan nivukelvaa. Oisidan kelva tuoda. Tuslapaan nivukelvaa. Oisidan kundas. Uhdasta chief. Uhdasta chief. Uhdasta sieltä. Vapuilta.
La boda ni winki smaktoma. Wana kun bes chingpa marulira. Tok chingbang. Kuyami juskuna chitanai. Ina kun marulira rachikun. Slimopato. Ubabatu konchi.
She afterwards, she endured it out, and Raji Kotuftadan kelva, Oisidan kelva, Tuslapaan nivukelvaa.
Ubabatu konchi. Tong nongbong shang nungyang. Tong patok smakdelia. Kuyami juskuna chitanai. Ina kun marulira rachikun. Slimopatona. Rundi hadonga chihonkapi. Tiska du suki kumpa nabona naikachu. Tuinkotu. Topada bunkwalia gando nago chuchut. Yatuka ulwan kinkuna ba murira. Rachikun. Mucha shakpanpa.
People, hear me! Before I present the so-called champion of the Becks with their prize, there is something you must know. The winning rider cheated! Your swoop bike was using a prototype accelerator. Clearly an unfair advantage. Because of this hidden Beck treachery, I'm withdrawing the Vulca's share of the victory prize.
Jawana bota ayuata honga chakanki dora. Kachiku ita hodonga. Topada bunkwalia gando do nano chuchut.
You old fool. Your traditions are nothing to me. I am the wave of the future. If I want to withdraw the prize and sell this woman on the slave market myself, nobody can stop me.
I might have something to say about that, Brezhik.
What? Impossible. You were restrained by a neural disruptor. How could you have possibly summoned the will to free yourself?
You underestimate the strength of a Jedi's mind, Brezhik. A mistake you won't live to regret.
Vulcus, to me! Kill this woman! Kill the swoop rider! Kill them all!
Well, maybe those bloody Vulkars will think twice next time before trying to keep a Jedi prisoner. And as for you, if you think you can collect me as a prize... Wait, I don't believe this. You're one of the soldiers with the Republic fleet, aren't you? Yes, I'm sure of it. How did you end up racing for these swoop gangs? Save me. Is that what you were trying to accomplish by riding in that swoop race? Well, as far as rescues go, this is a pretty poor example. In case you hadn't noticed, I managed to free myself from that neural restraint collar without your help. In fact, it's more accurate to say that I saved you. Brejik and his Vulkars would have left you for dead if I hadn't stepped into that fight. You're lucky I was here to get you out of this mess. I may have been a prisoner, but a Jedi is never helpless. Maybe you've heard of a little thing called the Force, but I suppose I shouldn't be too hard on you. You did try to save me after all, even if it didn't go quite as planned. So let's get down to business. We're not out of danger yet. If I'm going to figure out a way for us to get off this planet, I need to know what kind of resources we can draw on. First, are we the only two survivors left from the Ender Spire? Karth Onasi is alive. Finally, some good news. Karth is one of the Republic's best soldiers. He's proved himself a hero a dozen times over. And he sent you here to save me. Maybe I misjudged you. Karth wouldn't have sent you if he wasn't confident in your abilities. Forgive me. Despite my Jedi training, I still tend to act a bit rashly sometimes. Please, take me to Karth right away. Between the three of us, I'm sure we can figure out some way to get off this planet before the Sith realize we're here. You cannot win, Revan.
Bastila, you're alive! Finally, things are looking up. Now I just need to figure out a way to get off this planet.
You mean you don't have a plan to get off Taurus yet? What have you been doing all this time? I see. Now that I'm back in charge of this mission, perhaps we can start doing things properly. Hopefully our escape from Taurus will go more smoothly than when you rescued me from Brejik.
I know you're new at this, Bastila, but a leader doesn't berate her troops just because things aren't going as planned. Don't let your ego get in the way of the real issues here.
That hardly strikes me as an appropriate way of addressing your commander, Karth. I am a member of the Jedi Order, and this is my mission. Don't forget that. My battle meditation ability has helped the Republic many times in this war, and it will serve us well here, I am sure.
Your talents might win us a few battles, but that doesn't make you a good leader. A good leader would at least listen to the advice of those who have seen more combat than she ever will.
Yes, you're right, of course. I apologize, Karth. This has been a difficult time for me. Of course, I'm happy to listen to your advice. What do you suggest we do?
First off, we can't get hung up on who's in charge. We all need to work together if we want to get off this rock. The answer is out there, we just have to find it.
Well said, Karth. And the sooner we start looking, the better. I've already been a prisoner of the Vulkars, and I don't plan on being captured by the Sith. I think we'll need some help getting off Terrace. Maybe if we ask around, one of the locals can help us out. We should probably start by asking around in the cantinas. Is something wrong? You seem as if something's troubling you. A vision? A vision of what? As you wish. We should move on then. We won't get off Terrace just sitting here. How can I help? I would like to know what happened after you crashed on Taurus. I'm curious as to what you and Karth were doing before we all joined forces. I managed to free myself, as I recall. In fact, if I hadn't been there, Brejik and his thugs might have killed you in that fight. It's probably more accurate to say that I rescued you. I'll admit that I probably wouldn't have been able to free myself if not for the brawl after the swoop race. I guess I should thank you for that, at least. Actually, your presence at the swoop track is what I'm curious about. It couldn't have been an easy task to find me there, yet somehow you managed. You also avoided detection by the Sith, discovered I was a Vulkar prisoner, gained sponsorship for the race, and became the Taurus swoop champion. That's quite a resume. Yes, well, I hardly consider myself a damsel in distress. I'm a member of the Jedi Order, after all. But I won't deny you've impressed me with what you've done. When you were chosen to join this mission, I doubt any of us expected this much from you. A Jedi could have done such things, of course, but only by drawing heavily upon the Force. Perhaps, but the Force works through all of us to some degree or another. There are some individuals outside the Jedi Order that we consider Force-sensitive. It's obvious to me that the Force has been working through you. There is no other explanation for your great success, though I'm not certain what to make of this discovery. Perhaps if you weren't... well, if you were younger, the Jedi might take you for training. But as it is... Ah, yes, the rescue again. Very well, for what it's worth, I concede the point to you. You rescued me from Brejik, and yet we're still stuck here on Taurus. Hopefully, between your abilities, my Jedi training, and the skills of our companions, we can find a way off this planet.
Yes, what's on your mind? I guess I did say you could ask me questions later, didn't I? Is this really necessary? No, I don't have a problem with it, really. Go ahead and interrogate me. All my secrets are purely of the mundane variety, unfortunately. Nothing worth extracting, though. You're welcome to try. Let me ask you something first, though. I've been going through the battle aboard the Endar Spire over and over in my head since we crashed. Some things just don't add up for me. Maybe you could tell me what happened, from your perspective. Neither was I, to tell the truth. I was on board as an advisor for the most part. The battle began so fast it's anyone's guess as to what actually happened. We lost the ship and a lot of good people, and for what? On the hope that the Jedi powers would save us somehow? Not that Bastila had much of an opportunity to act. We didn't choose that battle anyway. It got forced on us. Hell, I'm just as surprised that any of us are alive to talk about it. Come to think of it, it's more than a little surprising that you happen to be here, isn't it? I mean, just what is your position with the Republic fleet anyway? I don't know. Unless you consider that you were a last-minute addition to the crew roster and you just happened to be one of the survivors. Don't be ridiculous. You've more than proved yourself since the crash. We wouldn't have made it this far without you. No? Well, maybe. Don't get me wrong, it just seems odd that someone Bastila's party specifically requested to transfer aboard happens to survive. The Jedi requested numerous things when they came on board. I mean, hell, they practically took over the ship, as far as I could tell. Considering your connection to Bastila and the Jedi, whether you know it or not, your presence here seems a little convenient. I'm probably wrong, and this is probably nothing, I know. I learned a long time ago not to take things at face value, however, and I hate surprises. I mean, I have to expect the unexpected, just to be safe. Look, it has nothing to do with you personally. I don't trust anyone, and I have my reasons. And no, I'm not going to discuss them, so can we just keep our mind on more important things? All right. You're pretty damn tenacious. You know that? We'll talk about it, but later. Right now, I just want to get going.
Hey there, what can I do for you? I don't want to talk about if I'm gonna be any help. Okay.
Kin kun no ba muli ra chin kun. Tong hai tun kun. Tabist yu bong konki pangpa. Ching pala chiska muli. Tuni rana no prata dunk no searchado. Rundi hadonga kuhunga bi. Wana kunbes. Chink pala mul tong king ba na konkek. Tung ting ta chun kun nek muli rabest. Shagji kin lor chawata uma? Kava volpa mulji gumana. Kin kun shachi king, ni king kun oba muli ra jikun? Wama kun bes, chin palamuji. Tunira nu prata dunko, sercha domandoma?
Bastila, I was wondering something. How did those Vulkars manage to capture a famous Jedi like you? Were you knocked out when your escape pod crashed?
No, I was conscious. But my force powers were exhausted from using my battle meditation in the battle for the Ender Spire. Without my help, you might have never gotten off the ship alive.
Fair enough, but I've seen you Jedi in action. There's no way those thugs could have stood a chance against your lightsaber.
My lightsaber was misplaced. I couldn't find it after the crash. I looked everywhere in that pod. The Vulkars came and overwhelmed me even as I was searching for my weapon.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. You lost your lightsaber? I mean, isn't that a violation of some kind of Jedi code or something?
This is no laughing matter. During the crash, my lightsaber must have fallen from my belt and rolled under my seat. The Vulkars probably found it there when they searched the wreckage.
Hey, don't get mad. I'm sorry. It's just funny to think of a legendary Jedi losing her lightsaber. Take my advice. This is one detail you might want to keep out of the history texts.
I hardly consider myself a legend, Carth. Though I will consider your advice when I relate these events to the Jedi Council. There is no need for them to know every detail of what transpired. Yes?
Ready?
What?
Hachu apanki, jishawa anibong kasha, chona si ichua byongbo joni, minamamoto mule ra, hakugri katgota parabola, tanga boksha nagnong, kin kun shin ki. Tanga bun shan nong, Tanga boksha nagnong kin kun shin kin nikin kun na bule mule Rundi chawa Hachu apanki jishawa anibong kasha chona si Tangabun shan nong Kakin cha na guat na bon kon wanakumbes chi pala mulek Witimem bon rang thong mule ra on shaturing ni patoga wanga chonzi tse hakuchi kopa Rundi chawa Rundi chawa tong Genchopa chawi tichok twis yun kun watu yama kama wuna henak nek kakin cha na guat na bon kon wanakumbes chi pala Kipuna na bon sha kava dumpa kup Watawama muliri kin kun chopeshwa No ba mule raj china pala mule tong ki ba Rundi chawa tong bo
The enemy is here! We must act now before we are over... Friends and fellow humans, I bring you a warning. A warning of a great plague spreading across our planet. My name is Gorton Kolu. Will you join my cause? We must band together if we are to... I am speaking of the hideous-looking aliens who walk the world of Taris. The Wookiees and Ithorians and Rhodians and Bith, all of them. That is why I, Gorton Kolu, have formed the anti-alien... You are like all the rest. You will not...
Come on, we should keep moving. Kook or no, people like him can make trouble for us.
I saw you in the swoop race. Very impressive. You seem like you know how to get results. That's just the kind of person I'm looking for. My name's Canderous Ordo. I work for Davik Kang in the Exchange. The hours aren't great, but they promised me a fortune to work for them, and I had nothing better to do. Mandalorian mercs like me are in high demand. But lately, Davik hasn't been paying me what he promised. I don't like getting cheated. So I figure it's time for me to break the Sith quarantine and get off this backwater planet. I've got a plan to escape Taris, but I can't do it alone. I need someone I know can get the job done to help me. That's where you come in.
Careful, mercs like this haven't a lick of conscience. They'll betray you in a heartbeat. This could be a trap.
I ain't talking to you. I'm talking with your friend, aren't I? I saw you win that swoop race and started thinking, anyone crazy enough to race like that is probably crazy enough to break into the Sith military. I need someone to steal the Sith launch codes from the base. Without those codes, any ship leaving the atmosphere will be disintegrated by the Sith fleet's automated defense guns. Here's the deal. You bring me those launch codes, and I can provide the vehicle to get us off the planet. Davik's flagship, the Ebon Hawk. Not yet. First you bring me the launch codes. Then I'll tell you the rest of my plan. Good luck. Getting in won't be easy. The Sith base is protected by an encrypted security system. It would take a top-of-the-line astromech droid to slice through it. Lucky for you, I know just the place to get a droid like that. Davik was having one custom built by Janice Nall. Just tell her Canderous sent you, and she'll sell you the droid. Then you can use it to get the launch codes from the Sith base. Davik paid for the droid, but I'm the guy he put in charge of the mission. He won't care how I come up with those codes. Normally I'd do this myself, but everyone knows who I work for. If I broke into the Sith base, they'd send an army down on Davik's estate to get those codes back. That's why I need you.
I don't sense any deception from him, which is surprising. This may be exactly what we need.
Sooner or later, you'll figure this out. Either we work together or we both stay stuck here on Taurus. Come back and speak to me again when you've come to your senses.
spreads through our streets. We cannot sit idly by while this pox infects our society.
What?
What?
I'm here.
What?
Sure.
Hachu apanki. Mokau dang yafoki. Chachiska do punta kaka. Watawama muliri kin kun shopeshwa. No ba mule raji. Jone yuturi yank.
Yes?
Kavadumpa kapalia monapata. Bonanakachu. Yin kin kun noba mule rachi kun. Ton. Kin kun shi kakachin awana wamata. Nishi la chorga kin kun para monareji. Chingpala niska mule tun rata tigin potranco. De searcha doma wana kondatama. Bona na kachu. Kicha badwang. Wanga kum kiba bu mulera kakin chak.
What can I do? You shall.
Ready?
What can I do?
Ready.
What can I do?
How'd you like that? Yes. Sure.
What can I do?
Sure. Ready? You asked for this!
Yes?
What? Ready?
What can I do?
Sure. What?
What can I do?
Yes? Ready?
I'm here.
Sure.
problem. Got it. Ready? Uh-huh. How'd you like that? What?
I'm here.
Sure. Yes. Down you go! What? That hurt, I bet.
So be it. I'm here.
Sure.
dares to break my meditation, you will pay for interrupting my... Wait. I sense the Force is strong with you. Very strong. Who would have thought a Force adept could be found on this insignificant planet? But your talent is no match for a disciple of the dark side. You are a fool. This is a new age. The Sith shall be the ones passing judgment now. We are the new order of the galaxy. This meeting is a stroke of luck for me. My master will surely reward me with my lightsaber once I kill you.
Ready. What can I... I'm here. What can I do?
Yes, what's on your mind? You got it.
Yes?
Sure.
Tiska du sukigumba na bona na gachu ang tuwing ko tu. Topa na bungkwalya ganto na go chuchut. Kapachi kuita hodonga. Yala mo inkatung. Jiloba mulira ni obo. Wango kumpes ka gang ba mamarulira. La boda ni winkis matoma. Wana kumpes chingpa marulira. Tok chingbang monket. Tok ning Ubapatu kochi, tong nong. Tiska du sukigumba na bona na gachu. Jawana bota ayu at tahonga cha kanki dora. Kachi kuita hodonga. Topa.
Yes?
Achuta.
What? Sure.
What can I do?
I'm glad you took that serum down to Zack's. I got a nice little finder's fee for helping Davik get his hands on that rat ghoul cure. Maybe if Zelka charged a little more for his services, he could pay me what I'm worth. And
Welcome to my medical facility. I can even provide a cure for the rat ghoul disease, though it is very expensive. Davik has a monopoly on the antidote, and he's selling the serum for a ridiculous fee. Davik's doing everything he can to protect his monopoly. All the samples he provides are treated, making it impossible to analyze their composition and create my own stores of the serum. It will just take me a moment while...
Sure.
Welcome to my I can even provide a... Davik's doing everything... Of course.
ready?
Yes?
Hachu apanki, jishawa anibong ka sha chona si tanga bok sha.
Listen to me, people. There is a terrible scourge sweeping our planet. Heed my warning before...
Ready? Yes?
I figured you'd be back. Neither of us is getting off this planet unless we work together. Now, I know the Sith military base had a break-in. And I know it was you. I know you've got those departure codes I need. So what do you say? We join forces, and I can get you inside Davik's base, and right to the Ebon Hawk. Davik's always looking to recruit new talent. I'll tell him how you won that swoop race and mention that you're interested in working for the exchange. I'll say I brought you in so he could check you out. He'll have you stay at his estate for a couple of days while he runs some background checks on you. That's standard procedure.
This is too risky. We should find another way.
You got another plan, sister? Or are you just objecting because you didn't think of it?
No, I don't have another plan. I would rather not place my life in your hands, however.
I can say the same about you. That makes us even. Fortunately, we both want to get off this rock, right? While Davik's checking you out, we steal the Ebon Hawk and escape Taris. Come on. I've got an airspeeder nearby to take us to Davik's estate. The sooner we're off Taris, the better.
You summoned me, Lord Malak.
The search for Bastila is taking too long. We cannot risk her escaping Taris. Destroy the entire planet.
The entire planet, Lord Malak? But there are billions of people on Taris. We'd be slaughtering countless innocent civilians, not to mention our own men still on the surface.
Your predecessor once made the mistake of questioning my orders, Admiral. Surely you are not so foolish as to make the same mistake.
Of course not, my Lord Malak. I will do as you command, but it will take several hours to position our fleet.
Then I suggest you begin immediately. You are dismissed, Admiral.
Yes, Lord Malak.
So, Canderous, I see you've brought someone with you. Most intriguing, if I do say so myself. You usually travel alone.
It's not like you to take on partners, Canderous.
You're getting soft.
Watch yourself, Callow. You may be the newest Cath Hound in the pack, but you aren't top dog yet.
Enough! I won't have my top 2 men killing each other. That's not good business. I'm sure Canderous has an explanation as to why he's not working solo anymore.
This is a special case, Davik. I ran into someone the Exchange might want to recruit. You may have heard something of their exploits already.
Ah, yes. Now I recognize your companion. The rider who won the big swoop race. Very impressive, as was your display in the rather heated battle afterwards. An important lesson to learn, no doubt. In my line of business, I've seen far too many people suffer for not understanding it. With the recommendation from Canderous and a thorough background check, you could become part of the Exchange. Many would kill to prove themselves worthy of this honor. Come with me. I will give you a tour of my operations. I'm certain you'll be most impressed. Ah, there she is. The Ebonhawk, my pride and joy, the fastest ship in the Outer Rim. Note the state-of-the-art security system I've had installed to protect her. The shields are completely impregnable. Nobody can get past them without the codes to try and steal my baby. Unfortunately, the Sith military blockade has grounded my vessel. The Ebonhawk can outrun any vessel in the galaxy. But even she isn't fast enough to avoid the auto-targeting laser cannons of the orbiting Sith fleet. I am, of course, working on acquiring the Sith departure codes so that I may come and go as I please. However, progress has been slow. But we should continue our tour. These will be your accommodations. The slave quarters are just down the hall. If you need anything during your stay, food, a massage, feel free to call upon their services. If all goes well with your background check, you will be invited to join the Exchange. I'd advise you to accept the offer when it comes, or suffer the dire consequences of refusal. You will stay in these rooms as my guest for the next few days. I will not accept no for an answer. Feel free to visit the slave quarters at any time during your stay. I must warn you that if you are found anywhere outside the guest wing during your stay, or if you bother my other guests, my security forces will deal with you most harshly. I will return after the investigation into your background is complete. Until then, make yourself comfortable. Come, Callow. Let us leave our guests in peace.
Okay, we're inside. Now all we have to do is figure out a way to get past the Ebonhawk security system, and we can get the rest of your group off this planet. No sense waiting around here, though. The sooner we get off Taurus, the better.
Yes?
What? No problem.
Hey! What's the idea of barging in here? Get out of here, or I'll call the guards.
Pudu, Tunirama na praka donko searcha.
Hey, baby, wait! I wasn't actually going... Damn it! Okay, great. You just scared off my date for the night, so you better explain yourself before I lose my temper and call the guards. Okay, I guess it was an honest mistake. Give me the credits and I'll forget this ever happened. You better pay more attention to where you're going. Opening the wrong door around here can get you killed. Now get out of here and don't bother me again.
No problem. Got it. No problem. Didn't work.
Here.
What?
I'm here.
Sure. No problem.
Maso, Gino Molirani Bubo. Kava! Yun patisa!
Welcome to the slave quarters, Master. Here we have succulent fruits and berries to tempt your palate, as well as luxurious baths to soothe.
Now this is my kind of place.
Would you like a relaxing massage? Whatever your desire, we are... As you wish, Master. You will find this most relaxing if you would come with me into the massage room at the back.
How typically male. Is it possible for you to keep in mind that we have more pressing business to attend to?
I trust you are satisfied with the service. I have received many compliments on my skills from previous clients. Thank you, kind sir. I hope you will express your appreciation to Davik. He often rewards those slaves who perform their duties well. Is there anything else you... But what could I possibly tell you? It is forbidden for slaves to leave this room on pain of torture and death. Praise from the guest is a valuable commodity here. Davik rewards the slaves who perform their duties well. I will tell you what I know. Davik rarely lets us leave the slave quarters. We only know what we hear from Davik's guests. Recently, they've all been talking about poor Hudro. He was caught trying to steal some spice from the lab. Normally, Hudro is allowed to get away with things like that because he's Davik's personal pilot for the Ebon Hawk. But since the Sith have grounded every ship on the planet, Hudro doesn't get any more special treatment. They've locked him up in Davik's torture chambers. I think you can get there through the hall behind the west door of Davik's throne room. Just keep going west from the slave quarters and you'll see the throne room. But Davik's certain to have guards patrolling the area. If you leave the guest wing, they'll shoot you on sight. Please, I don't know anything else. Of course. Return whenever you wish to partake of what is offered here. We exist only to serve.
Yeah?
I'm here.
Yes?